Leon Thomas here. Go to leonthetrainer.net to learn more about me and sign up for some of my classes. Also, want you to find out about a really cool project I'm working on. If you go to Racquetball Revival, and racquetball has a Q in it, some folks think it's RACK. Racquetball is spelled RACQUETBALL. So go to racquetballrevival.com. My website, leonthetrainer.net. All right, here we go. Had many videos out there about race relations and in corporate America and all those. Hopefully, you've seen some of those videos. I'm going to give you three incidents now of kind of bias and ignorance that I've had, and one of them is a recent conversation. So let's go way back when I was in college. I meet a guy that's down the hall from me down in the dorm, and we strike up a conversation. And just out of the blue in conversation, he says, "Oh, but you're on scholarship." I go, "What makes you think I'm on scholarship?" He says, "Well, you play a sport, don't you?" I'm like, "No. Why would you think I played a sport?" Now, I would have accepted had he said, "You're a big guy, you probably play football, or I saw you in the gym playing basketball." I would have maybe even accepted that. But he said, "Oh, well, you're black here at this college and you're not playing a sport and you're not on scholarship? I don't get it." So what? Blacks can't go to college and pay for it? See, that's number one. Here's the second one. And I've got a bunch of these. I'm only going to give you three. Here's the second one. I was telling someone that I went to a private all boys Catholic high school. And the response they got was, "Oh, you went to school there? Would they give you a scholarship?" What? Parents can't pay? Can't parents can't buckle down? Parents don't recognize Black parents don't recognize the importance of a good education and actually pay for it? See again, ignorance, bias. But now here's one that happened just a few days ago. I meet someone through LinkedIn. We connect. He sends me a message and says, "Let's talk." So we're talking about race relations and many other things about that. We're talking about those things. And he said to me, "You seem like a well-educated, level-headed, well-adjusted black man. How did you make it out?" And I go, "Make it out of what? What are you talking about?" He says, "Well, I'm sure your schools didn't have weren't the nicest, and you probably didn't go grow up in a good neighborhood." Like, what? What? Why? He says, "Oh, most blacks, that's the situation, and most blacks aren't like you. Most blacks don't make it. It's hard for them to get out of it, and it's hard for them to have families that don't have to deal with those struggles either." I'm like, so you assuming that the information that you hear about most is correct, and you're also assuming that I fit the most, that I grew up without a father, which I didn't. You're assuming that I grew up with drugs in my house or a bad neighborhood, or some people call it the hood or the ghetto, which I didn't. You're assuming that I didn't have a good education, which I did. And we kept talking, and he says, "Well, what about college? I'm sure you had a scholarship." No. Huh? Well, how'd you go to school? Mom and dad paid for it. So, see, so many stereotypes, so much unconscious bias, just stupidity and ignorance is still out there. Now, I've told you stories from way back when, but even this one about this guy asking me how I made it out, that's from just a few days ago. Wake up. Every black person didn't grow up in the ghetto or the hood or deal drugs or stole money. That didn't happen. But to assume that I did is a bad assumption that's based on stereotypes and ignorance. Now, you apply that to your business. When a customer comes into your store, your retail store, your hotel, restaurant, whatever it is you have, and you see them, do you automatically go, oh, I wonder, I wonder? Do they have a story? Do they have a problem? Did they have a bad history? Or do you just see them and go, here's a customer, here's a patron, here's a guest, and take care of them? That's the next workshop I'm going to be doing about biases like that we people have. They still have them and we need to stop. And I want to address those in the next workshops. Go to my website, leonthetrainer.net. Those classes will be starting in early July. Learn about them. Be ready to sign up for them. They'll be announced there during the week of July 1st is when you'll hear that announcement about those classes there. Stop being ignorant. Stop making assumptions. Every black person's not bad. Every white person's not bad either. I look forward to having you in class. I'm Leon Thomas. Go to leonthetrainer.net and also check out my new project at racquetballrevival.com.